Let's take a look at a sampling of new features in Acrobat 9. Acrobat 9 Pro enables creative professionals the ability to create, combine, and control PDF files using features like portfolios, built-in print production tools, live collaboration, and more. First thing I'd like to take a look at is working with a PDF portfolio. I have a PDF portfolio open right here, and you can see that we've got something called the welcome page. A PDF portfolio is a way to unify content in a PDF. You combine documents such as existing PDF files, emails, video content, InDesign documents, JPEGs, etc., into a compressed PDF portfolio. Now, what you can do with this is you're taking all these elements, these different pieces, bringing them together into a single portfolio, and you can design a template or custom template to be able to have your end user navigate these files a little bit easier. We can start with what's called a welcome page. This welcome page is completely customizable, so we can have things like logos, company information, we can have pictures, and you're trying to, like I said, unify all this content. I click Get Started, it'll take me into the portfolio. And the thing about a portfolio is that as we go through, you'll see we have a Flash-based navigation system. If we want, we have others. We also have the ability to preview most of these files, open them separately, save them out, and this is a Flash piece right here that I can see I can go through. We have different views in a portfolio as well. If I look at the top upper left, I can see the home view. We have what's called a detailed view to be able to see all the specific information about each one of these files. And we can also modify these, like I said, to customize them to fit your design creative. So coming up to modify, I can edit the portfolio. On the right side, we have what are called basic layouts. So you can take the content, the different pieces, put them on a background image, have them revolve in a Flash-based navigation system, put them in a sliding row navigation system, and these are all Flash-based. And the great thing about these is the fact that you can actually, instead of using the professionally designed templates that are in here, you can actually brand all this with your own logo and content. You can also use Flash or Flex to create navigation systems. We can include welcome pages. The welcome page itself that we saw in the beginning allows you to add your own company text, logos, any Flash movies as well. And the great thing about working with Flash pieces is that Flash is built into Reader and Acrobat, which provides for native playback of FLV, or Flash video, and SWIFT files. We can also create a header to unify every page. This allows you to put text, logos, pictures once again. We can select a color scheme. If I close my welcome page here, you can click and it allows you to customize the colors out here from the headers to the content. We can create a completely customized color scheme as well. We can also specify file details. So once again, you're trying to take this content and deliver it in such a way that it meets your design criteria. Now, another thing I'd like to talk about is working with some of the features of Acrobat.com. Acrobat.com is a new service, and it's basically a set of online services to allow you to do things like file share, create PDFs, work with Buzzword, which is sort of like a online word processor, web conferencing, and more. You use it to create and share documents, and the great thing about it is the free service with an Adobe ID. So utilizing Acrobat.com, I'll go back to a PDF here, we can do what's called Collaborate Live, as well as other types of ways to get documents to other people. Collaborate Live is a way to use Acrobat.com to participate in a collaboration session. So I can take a PDF file, if I come up to the Collaborate task button, there's a lot of ways we can get font content out to people, like PDFs. Sending Collaborate Live is a way for me to send this out to someone else. So it's going to ask me, what do you want to do here? It's going to initiate what's called a live chat session, so we can chat back and forth. It's going to share page views. If I click Next, it's going to take me to an email. It's going to send an email out to people. I'll be able to send this to another person, and what they can do is they can actually download from Acrobat.com the PDF, and we can see it together. I'm going to cancel this. So you can see on the left-hand side, I already have this set up, and I am already signed in. If I click Sign In here, it's going to allow me to go in and sign in. I've just sent an email out, let's say, to someone. What she can do is she can log in as well. She can log in as a guest, or if she has an Adobe ID, she can use that as well. And a guest just supplies their name, basically. Once we both are logged in here, what we can do is initiate a chat session. So now you can see that I'm logged in. Wyndham Jones is also logged in. She was sent an email that she simply clicked a link to open up the file. Look down at the bottom, you can see that we do have what's called a document chat, and it allows us to go through and chat back and forth in real time. We can also do what's called page sharing. Page sharing allows us to see the same page. So she can start or initiate page sharing as well as I could. And you can see right here that she has invited me to share a page view. If I click OK, whatever page she scrolls to or goes to, I will be taken to as well. And you'll see her cursor out here. That way we can chat back and forth and talk about the copy. I can say copy looks great. and it's an excellent way for us to be able to collaborate live on this file. Okay, so the next feature I'd like to talk about is working with forms. Forms inside of Acrobat allow you to use the new Forms wizard to be able to create forms. This allows you to auto-detect form fields on InDesign files, Excel files, scanned content, and more. So I have a form out here with form fields. If we want to now, we can distribute this form. I can go up to Forms. I can see what's called Distribute Form. This allows us to distribute it one of three ways. We're going to use Acrobat.com to do this. This allows us to go through, and as soon as I click through, it's going to allow me to insert my Adobe ID, which is free. And once I get that inside, it's going to ask me to go through and upload the file to Acrobat.com. It will send an email out to all those people that I'd like to send it out to, and I can go to my address book here, pick a bunch of people, send it off. I can then tell them that they're going to collect the email and name if they want to. It's open to anyone, and as soon as I click send, it will send this off. Now, once I distribute this form, I have a great way to be able to track this. The end users will get a link. They can click, download the form, fill it out, and as soon as they send data back to me, if I click Track Forms, it's going to allow me to track all the different forms that I've distributed via this method. I can see when I've sent it, who's responded, and who I've sent it to. I can also view what's called a responses file. It creates a copy of my file, which is a PDF portfolio, and it takes all the different responses from everyone and pulls them together into this one portfolio. Gives me an idea of exactly what I can do here with the welcome page. Click Get Started. I can see all the responses. It automatically checks when I open this for any responses. Here's all the people that responded to them already. I can take this data and filter it. I can export it, and it allows you to export selected or all data. And this allows you to export this as comma-separated data or XML so you can get it to a database, let's say, for instance. We can also archive content, which allows us to pull some of this content out. We can add things, which is useful for earlier versions of Acrobat, and we can delete. There's a lot of things we can do with this portfolio because this is a response file for all the form responses. So once again, we've taken a look at just a simple sampling of some of the new features in Acrobat 9 Pro, including working with PDF portfolios, talking a little bit about collaboration, and working with PDF forms.